Apple A14 Bionic, Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, Samsung Exynos 2100. Let's do benchmarks. Hello everyone, it's Miros. I'm here again with new benchmark test, and this time we put together the best in the world. This is iPhone 12, 128 gigs. This is Xiaomi Mi 11 and this is Samsung S21. This one is using Apple A14 Bionic chip, which is latest and greatest. This one is using Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, again latest and greatest, and this one is using Samsung Exynos 2100. And this is the latest Exynos model. Today I will do some benchmarks between all of these three and we'll compare the performance of these devices. We'll do some Antutu benchmarks, Geekbench 5 and 3D Mark wildlife test. You probably know that versions for Antutu for iOS and Android are different. We'll test what we have on Apple Store and what we have on Antutu official website. All of them are charged to 100% battery life. You can see Samsung S21 is already 99%, and we'll clear the recents for all of these three devices. This is using iOS 14.5.1, this one is using MiUi 12.5, and this one is using One UI 3.1. All of them are with latest updates. This one is using custom ROM Xiaomi EU. And that's everything that we need to mention for these devices. They are without cases, so they are coming as it is, no performance mode or anything, just plug and play. All of these three are without SIM cards and they are connected to same Wi-Fi network. This one, iPhone 12, is with 4 gigs of RAM, Xiaomi Mi 11 is with 8 gigs of RAM and Samsung S21 is with 8 gigs of RAM. That's everything that we need to know about these devices, and of course we can proceed with the benchmarks. First benchmark will be on Antutu, but before we start, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please do this now and hit that bell icon so you'll never miss a video. Let's jump in. Alright, I think we are ready. Let's start with the tests. And results are ready. You can see what's the difference. In Antutu, of course, Mi 11 and Qualcomm 888 has the best results with the highest score. After it is Samsung Exynos 2100 on a second place, and on a third place is iPhone 12 with their A14 Bionic chip. Benchmark here is 8.4.1 version, and here on both these devices it's version 9.0.5. Here on the iPhone we don't have much of information after the result, but here on Android phones we have a start temperature, ending temperature. You can see for Mi 11 it's 27 degrees starting and 38 degrees ending temperature. Here on Samsung Exynos or S21 is 23.9 degrees start temperature and ending temperature 36.3. Geekbench 5. Let's open it. Now we have here two tests. One is CPU test, which will test the CPU power, and the second one is compute, which will test GPU power. Let's open here CPU and let's run first CPU benchmarks. and this result is ready again. You can see single core is unbeaten by Apple A14 CPU, second place for Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, and third place for Samsung Exynos 2100. Multi-core again, first place for A14 Bionic, very powerful chip. This is incredible result for single core and multi-core. After that, for multi-core it's Samsung Exynos, and on third place for multi-core is Qualcomm Snapdragon. And now we can run compute test, which is test for GPU. What is written? Compute benchmark measures the performance of GPUs at performing common compute tasks. Let's start, and of course I will speed up the test. And guys, this test is finished, and you can see this is incredible. GPU of iPhones or A14 Bionic is just incredible. Such a high result is unbelievable. And we have here something unexpected, or at least for me. We have on the second place the GPU on Samsung S21 Exynos version, which is by MiUi, and we have on third place Adreno 660 from Qualcomm. Let's continue with the final and the biggest test. This is 3D Mark. We'll start with Wildlife Extreme on iPhone 12, Wildlife Extreme on Mi 11, and Wildlife Extreme for Samsung S21. Let's check again the temperatures. iPhone is already cooled down with 23 degrees, Mi 11 is 28, and Samsung S21 is 27 degrees. Probably this is the lowest they will get. You can see what's written here on the iPhone. Wildlife Extreme is recommended test for this device, but here on Mi 11 Wildlife, not Extreme, is recommended for this device, and here on Samsung S21 again Wildlife is recommended test. I will do Extreme test for these three devices, so they will just make the same test. Let's just start and see the results. And this test is over. Again, iPhone outperforms these two, but guys, here we have something important. You can see what's the result of Samsung Galaxy S21 or Exynos 2100 versus Qualcomm Snapdragon 888. This CPU is getting better with every update. Let's scroll down and check everything we have here. The battery, which is dropped here on iPhone from 96 to 94, and here on Mi 11 it's from 92 to 91, and of course for Samsung S21 it's 90 to 90. Very stable result. FPS here is from 8 to 16, very high result. 16 FPS, it's a lot. And here we have from 6 to 11 FPS. But here on the S21 we have frame rates from 3 to 15. Temperature here is going from 36 to 36. I'm not sure this is true. Here is from 32 to 35. That's why I'm pointing my temperature gun, and you can check what's the real temperature. Here we don't have a temperature on the iPhone, but we already know that this is the coolest device from this Wildlife Extreme stress test. That's the longest test. It is 20 minutes. Let's just start and check the results. Results are finally ready and you can see what happened. Mi 11 just overheats and benchmark failed to run. The highest temperature which I measured with my temperature gun was around 48 degrees, and of course device overheats and stopped the benchmark test. Probably this is because of the custom ROM I'm using on this device and it's not very stable, of course not as stable as the official ROM, but no one can be sure about this. Anyway, let's check results on the iPhone 12 and Samsung. You can see what's happened here. On the performance range, loop 1 and loop 20, which means that iPhone 12 is do 20 loops, and here on S21 we have 18 loops from loop 1 to loop 18. Loop 1 is, you can see how high is the performance on the S21, and on the last loop 18 the performance of course is going down, but this is not so bad result. The previous video which I made, S21 versus Mi 11, S21 was very bad. Now with latest updates this CPU is getting better and better. You can see what's the performance here, the difference between the first loop and last loop, and here on the S21 first loop and last loop is almost the same, not a big difference. Sustainable performance for iPhone 12 and S21 from Samsung. We have here battery and frame rates. Battery on iPhone 12 is going from 93% to 81, which is a lot. Here on S21 we have from 98 to 90, which is 9% battery. This is very good performance for S21. And let's check the FPS. Minimum FPS was 7 and maximum was 17. Here we have minimum 5 and maximum 14. Temperature is from 31 to 41. I'm not sure this is true. You can check my temperature gun. Better battery performance for S21 on this test. Sadly guys, Mi 11 just failed the test. I will just try to run again stress test here on Mi 11 and we'll check if it will resist the test or will fail again. And if you stay to the end of the video, you will check the results. That was the video for today. Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful for you, don't forget to subscribe my channel and like my videos. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.